Hi, I'm Heather from Arrow and Kangaroo Sewing Cabinets. Today we're going to show you how to purchase a cabinet. This can be a very daunting task. We alone have 25 units, and when you add color it goes all the way up to plus 30. So there are 4 things we want you to consider when you're looking at cabinets. One would be the size of space that you have. The other would be price point. Another would be the size of machine. And finally, the 4th one would be what kind of sewer are you? Are you a beginner? Are you a seamstress? Are you a quilter? Are you downsizing? So today we're going to start with probably our lowest price point as well as our small space. They kind of work together. So everything I'm going to show you today is going to be under $700. Starting with our Gidget tables. These are great beginner pieces. These are great for people who are downsizing, moving into RVs. They do have a flatbed and a free arm position. Gidget 1 has a smaller opening. The Gidget 2 has a much larger opening for those larger machines. And they just have a basic mechanism that allows it to go down into flatbed and then back up into a free arm position. Moving on to our Sonatra cabinet. This cabinet features an airlift, but as you can tell, it's a real compact unit. So if you've got a small space or don't want to invest a lot at the beginning, this is a perfect cabinet for you. It's going to have an airlift, so what that means is you're going to get 3 positions. You have your flatbed, you've got your free arm, and then you're going to go all the way down into storage. So if you want to close this up and hide it away, you can do just that. We're going to show you also our mods. Now, this may look for small space too big, and we agree with you. But what's great about the mods is you can get what you want. Put them where you want them to go. They're made to go up against a wall to take up less space in a room, particularly our corner unit. So this features that same mechanism as the Gidgets where you're going to have free arm and flatbed, but it's going to squeeze into a corner and take up less space. All the other pieces, the smallest, are only 29.5 inches wide. So again, buy the pieces that will fit in your room and take up less space. We do have a unit, our Mod Lift, again that features the same type of airlift as the Sonatra, that's going to go up and down into the 3 different positions. And what's great about these pieces is they have a door. Close it, get it out of the way, keep kids out of it. Our thread units feature space for all your threads and can fit thousands of thread. We also have a smaller unit that has 3 with baskets, 4 baskets for storage. Again, this is something you can get and grow with. So buy 1 piece at a time. So this is good for small spaces. Moving over to our Bandicoot unit. Again, a very small footprint in a room, under $700, has a lift that's going to move up and down into 3 different positions, offers some storage on the door. But again, nice and compact when you got to close it, you know, when you've got guests coming over to use that spare bedroom. And as you can tell, a nice small footprint. Finally, our Auntie cabinet is another great cabinet with a lift. Features the same up and down 3 positions, flatbed, free arm, and storage. It's going to have 4 drawers for all your knickknacks. And again, closes up nice and neat and compact. So these would be our opening price point units and our small space units. In our next segment, we're going to show you our medium size units. And these units are priced about $1,000 or below, as well as their size is bigger than our smaller units. We're going to start with our Olivia cabinet. 60 inches wide, so it's a little bit bigger in size than some of our medium units. But it does feature our 2 manual mechanisms, so it'll give you flatbed and free arm. So there is no storage necessarily in the lift, but you can put storage in your cubbies, as well as the drawers do have storage for scissors and thread. This does come in 3 colors, so it's a real cute piece. The next item that we have is our Ginger, and this is our sewing triangle. This is a cool piece because it has room for your sewing machine or serger, again with that dual mechanism, flatbed and free arm, but you also get an ironing board with it and a cutting mat. So essentially you don't have to have 3 other pieces in the room. You can use your Ginger for that. It also has 4 drawers. The top have thread pegs and the bottom 3 are just extra storage. On top of that, on the side, there are 4 shelves here for additional storage. We're going to move on to our Bertha cabinet. Now this cabinet and the rest of the cabinets I'm going to show you in the medium realm feature an airlift mechanism. So again, you're going to get your free arm, you are going to get a flatbed, and then you're going to get storage. And again, this has our large opening, the 23.5 by 12.5 opening for all the large machines. It'll support about 45 pounds. just like our Olivia and Ginger cabinets. But what's special about Bertha is she has a quilt leaf extension that comes with her. And what's great is she customizes, so you can slide this anywhere you need it to go. But what's great is when you don't need the quilt leaf, and this is a great piece for quilters, is it folds down on the back. And like most of our cabinets, you'll find when it's in a closed position that it's quite compact. We're going to move on to Norma Jean. And then the Norma Jean, this is a decision that you have to make between storage or a quilt leaf. It's essentially the same piece as the Bertha, but you don't get a quilt leaf added with it. Instead, you're going to get storage. It has the same mechanism, the same size opening, but you're going to get a door here with storage and then the 4 drawers. But as an additional item, as an accessory, you can get a quilt leaf just like the Bertha added to Norma Jean, and there's also one added to the Olivia cabinet as well. Our final cabinet in the medium category is our Emu. And what's special about the Emu is you'll notice how tall it is. This stands 36 inches tall. So this is perfect for customers who are doing a lot of embroidery and are not sitting a lot. But again, it features the airlift, so you're going to get free arm flatbed, and you can all the way down into storage. There is a cover that you add on here so that you can make this into a cutting table as well when it's all the way up at the top. And it's a perfect island because when you go turn it around, you've got storage on the back. And again, like all of our units, once you drop the leaves and close the doors, you're looking at a very compact piece in your room that acts more like a sewing island for you. So these are our medium units. On this segment, we're going to show you our large cabinets. These cabinets are going to be the largest, they're going to take up the most space in your room, as well as they're going to be our highest price point, so they're going to be $1,000 and above. But they do have most of our features, and they also have large openings to accommodate all those really big machines. So we're going to start out with our Tasmanian table, and we call this our 3-in-1 because it offers 3 options for you. So you'll start out, it has a sewing well, so you'll be in your free arm, and you can drop down into a flatbed position. When you have it in the free arm, you can also put a cutting mat on here and it becomes a cutting surface. There is a hand crank here, so it will raise and lower the table. So it goes all the way down to 28.5 inches low to all the way up to 38 inches. The other option that it has is there's a pin that'll tilt the table. So if you need to get this out of the way, it's perfect for that. But a lot of our customers are putting a felt sheet on here and they're using it as their design wall. The next piece we're going to show you is our Wallaby cabinet. Now the Wallaby will feature an airlift mechanism. So again, you're going to have 3 different positions. You're going to have free arm, you're going to have flatbed, and you're going to have storage. The Wallaby also features a quilt leaf on the back, so this is perfect for quilters doing large items. But what's special about Wallaby is if you are a seamstress and you do a lot of sewing for clothing, it has room for a serger and a sewing machine. And what you'll notice is when you close up the Wallaby, it's a pretty compact piece. Your serger will fit above the little cubby down here for storage. And as you can see, everything tucks away nice and neat. You can lock the kids out or the husband out on the Wallaby. Moving over to our Aussie, this is our largest footprint. This cabinet, again, features an airlift mechanism to move into 3 different positions. It has a quilt leaf on the back that also will fold down. But again, like the Wallaby, it features area for your sewing machine as well as your serger. And what's special about the little caddy that comes with the Aussie is it comes off. So you can put it here on the door, but you can also put it right here when you're doing your serging. And if you don't want to have it in the way, you can tuck your serger down below into the cubby, and it will roll right inside. And again, everything will collapse on itself, and it becomes a bit more of a compact unit. Moving on to our Kangaroo unit. This is perfect for our quilters. It has plenty of space for all those large projects that you're doing. And it comes with our little Joey. And just like all of our other little pieces, it moves. So you get this out of the way, you can put it where you need it to go. There's a drawer here that comes with a cover. So again, when you're doing these large projects, you'll have space here. The airlift moves into the 3 different positions. And on all of these cabinets, the lifts are 23.5 by 12.5 and will support, on the airlifts, will support 55 pounds. On the TAS table, you're looking at about 45 pounds. If you have a machine that's bigger than these, that's when you need our Diva. Our Diva has it all. This is our largest cabinet, and it features an electric lift, but the opening here is 30.5 by 14.5. So if you have that Dream or Destiny machine, it absolutely will fit in here. It'll hold up to 100 pounds, and the electric lift moves up and down and goes into whatever position you need it to go into by the flick of a switch. There is a caddy here that pulls out, and like all of our others, allows you to custom position where you need it to go. But it comes with this top that is an ironing board. Remove the top, put your cutting mat on, and you can do some cutting. The cubby in here is going to fit your embroidery units that are super large. And then in the front here, the bottom is a drawer for all of your accessories, and then there's another little secret hidden one here. So these are our large cabinets for all the large machines on the market. Hi, we want to talk about the size of your sewing machine as well, because that'll determine what kind of cabinet you'll need to get. They've been making sewing machines for the past 150 years, starting with, this Singer Featherweight. And you notice the size. Machines did not change for many years. You can tell here this unit from the 90s is really about the same size and shape. But then something happened in the 2000s where machines started to get really big, and they started to add embroidery units. So again, you need to look at what kind of sewing machine you're sewing with and what size it is, because that's going to determine what size opening you're going to need in our cabinet. This next segment, we're going to talk about storage. You've now picked out the perfect cabinet, but you need storage. As quilters and sewers, there's all kinds of accessories. We have thread, we have scissors, we have fabrics, we have rulers, we have all kinds of stuff. So we make different units for all your stuff. So what I'm going to start with is our storage cube, and it's a 360 unit that each side features a different type of storage. So on the front here, we've got storage for thread. On the side, there's shelves here that you can put fabric on. The one side, there are tubes for your stabilizer and books, and on the other side, there's more storage for thread and whatever else you can fit on that shelf. The next piece is our Suzy piece. And Suzy will match any of the Arrow cabinets. So it comes in all the same colors that the Arrow cabinets come in. This is our feature blue color that our Olivia is. This has 3 different drawers down here for all kinds of accessories and a top one here. But again, this will match any of the Arrow cabinets that you already have. The next piece is our Joey. When you buy our Kangaroo unit, you get the Joey with it, but you can also buy more Joeys. So if you have an Aussie and need more storage, you can buy a Joey for it. And essentially, again, it features 3 drawers that have all kinds of storage. The bottom drawer is the largest, but what's great about the Joey is it locks. So if you want to keep those husbands or children out of your scissors, this is a great piece to get. And it comes in the white or teak to match any of the Kangaroo units. The next pieces that we're going to show you are part of our Mod Squad unit. Again, these pieces you can buy as you go, but these ones are all about storage. So the front unit here is our new 5-thread unit. And the first 3 pieces are going to hold all of your standard thread. So these 3, and then the next one, the next 2 I should say, are going to hold the bigger cones of thread. So there's 5 of them. And what's great is, again, there's the door. It closes and covers everything that you need. Behind it is our other thread unit. The difference is there's only 3 of the thread pieces, but there are 4 baskets. So it comes with 4 of these baskets, so you can put fabric or other accessories in there. And again, the door. And the final piece is just our 5-drawer unit. And essentially is what it is. It has 5 drawers. You can put anything you want in it. This is a great piece for scrapbookers because the size of that paper is really large. It'll fit into our 5-drawer mod unit. And lastly is our Dingo. And our Dingo features 2 doors that lock. So again, if you've got kids or husbands that get into your stuff, lock them out. So when you open it up, there are 9 drawers. And again, just like the mod unit, these drawers are big, so it'll fit all of that large scrapbook paper. But the bottom unit will fit a small serger or a small sewing machine. The top here, you can buy as one of our accessories, our cutting mat, because the top is 40 by 46, so you can use this as a cutting station. But also if you're into scrapbooking, you can put a chair back here, sit down, and do all of your scrapbooking. But you can also remove the cutting mat and close this up. It becomes very compact. Lock it up. And what's great about the Dingo is it also matches all of the Kangaroo units. So it'll come in white or teak to match any of those units you already have. For this last segment, we're going to go over our specialty products and our private label products. So our specialty items are these two items in front, and we're going to start with our heavyweight table. And the reason this is a specialty item is it's made specifically for the Featherweight 221, the machine that was made between 1936 and 1964. Because we know a lot of you ladies out there take these to quilting classes. Everybody that's in the vintage world loves these machines because they're hardworking. So what we did is we made a table that copied that look. So it has gold filigree around it, it's black in color, but the opening is cut to the exact dimensions of that Featherweight 221, so you do not have to get a custom-made insert. And then what we also did is we allowed it to fold down and put two wheels on it, so that way you could take it to class. Because we know a lot of you ladies take these to quilting classes, so we made this more portable for you. So this is our heavyweight table made specifically for that Featherweight 221. Moving over here, this is our Ava cabinet. And this cabinet is made for those multi-needle brother and baby lock embroidery machines. You'll notice this large cutout is there to fit all those baby lock and brother machines. Then we've added some additional storage for all that embroidery thread that you need for those machines. So the top is for the more standard size embroidery. And then you'll notice there are drawers here for all the different size hoops that are there. And then on the side, we've incorporated shelves to fit the very tall cones of embroidery thread. So we make this to fit the brother and baby lock, but this will segue into our private label area. We also make the Ava J, which is made for the Janome and Elna multi-needle embroidery units as well. It just has a smaller cutout to fit that, but it looks exactly the same, has all the same features. The top is just a little bit different because that machine is a bit smaller. We're going to move into this back area. We do private labeling for SVP, which is Singer, Viking, and Pfaff. So these pieces you can only get through them. You cannot find these on our website. You cannot buy them from us. You have to buy them from a Viking or Pfaff dealer. Just like the Ava J, you have to buy that from an Elna or Janome dealer. So in this area, for SVP, we make a cabinet in their Inspira line. And this is our Create cabinet. And this is made for more of the medium-sized sewing machines. It does have an airlift that'll move it up and down into the 3 different positions. On the door, there's some really unique storage. We put some magnets on the door. So if you've got scissors or anything that's metal, it'll stick to it, but you get these little canisters that you can put pins and buttons in that are also magnetic on here. When this closes, it's a very compact piece. So this is the Create. It comes in teak and white. And then this is their Inspiration cabinet, and this has a very large opening for all of their larger machines. Their Icon and Epics do fit in here. It's 23.5 by 12.5. Again, it has that same airlift that moves the machines up and down. It holds 55 pounds. And they sell these pieces separately. So this is the unit is the Inspiration, and this unit is the Inspiration Caddy. And they make these both as fully assembled or unassembled, so check again with your Pfaff and Viking dealers to get these pieces. But again, this is made specifically to fit those large machines that'll hold 55 pounds. There's a quilt leaf extension on the back. This does fold down, so if you need to get this out of the way, it'll fold down. And what's great about the little caddy is it comes with an ironing mat, so you can iron on here. It also comes with a cutting mat, so you can cut on here. But the drawers have all kinds of storage. So the top 2 drawers are going to have pegs for your thread, and the bottom drawers are just going to be additional storage. And what's great is this will fold up, and you can put the pad down here. But I'm just going to show you quickly. You can fold this, and the caddy fits perfectly inside the Inspiration unit. The last piece is a cutting table that we make for Be Sew In, which has 6 stores in the Oklahoma City area. So check our website for Be Sew In, and in Oklahoma, you will find this. And this is a fabulous cutting table. It's 59 by 36. It does come with a cutting mat, but it also features an ironing board. And this ironing board will lay flat, so you can get it out of the way, but the table itself, the legs will collapse, and this will go down to about 14 inches. Again, this piece has to be purchased at Be Sew In. The Inspira line has to be purchased at a Pfaff or Viking dealer, and the Janome Ava has to be purchased at a Janome or an Elna dealer.